shut it. I want to fucking hear from you. Fuck. It's far. I don't even want to fucking get into it. Well, frankly, honestly, that's kind of why I started. To fucking get into it. Oh, I don't really want to. I don't fucking know. I'm fucking pissed. Does that tell you something? Because, you know, it's one of those fucking days where it's just like, yeah, you know, being fatherless would probably be a better outcome for my fucking life than having one that has that do for nothing lazy piece of fucking shit that does nothing but laces around, be a leech on fucking everybody, besides, you know, drinking and fucking, you know, being in a fucking comatose, goddamn passed out alcoholic state of slumber and shit, thinking that, oh, that's all I could do in my fucking life. Faggot. You know, Confederate for a father. I literally would rather have that. Because at least then I can have an actual person to fucking fight. Unlike this lazy dude for nothing motherfucker. At least he's actually willing to go out there and get a fucking job for himself. At least he's willing to moderate himself when it comes to checking his own fucking health a little bit here and there. As much as you want to bitch about it. At least he has like some sort of a fucking conviction. Because it's like, frankly, for me, there's nothing more that pisses me off and shit than, like, frankly, honestly, there's a lot of shit pissing me off right now. Because, like, you know, pissed off as shit because I'm thinking about, you know, motherfuckers and shit that are, like, you know, fatherless or whatever, being like, oh my god, I would, you know, be glad that you have that. It's like, fuck you. It's like, what? So you can have some of the trauma and some of the other bullshit and all the other fucking neglect that, you know, that father's supposed to be. It's not as simple as that, motherfucker. Because, oh, I'm sure you would be so grateful if he was a lazy do-for-nothing neat of an alcoholic fuck at the age of fucking 50. Oh yeah, I'm sure that works out very fucking well for you. Well, actually not 50, more like fucking 60, actually. Scratch that. He's more of a fucking neat than most, like, people in their fucking 20s and 30s and shit. Because even then... Why don't you hate me? Because you at least know how... You know what fucking work is and you actually do it. Just because you don't have a job or, you know, have social security and shit like that, you still are able to do things. You still do shit at your fucking place. Like, there's times where, like, you just made, like, what, food earlier? Yeah. Like, making some skewers and shit. And, like, there's been times to tell me that's like, yeah, I have to help maintain the fence and blah, 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 and this and that, uprooting fucking stumps and shit. See that motherfucker over there, you know, in the background doing shit like that? No. Doesn't want to take care of himself, so he just, like, lets himself break down fucking further and further until he's just fucking nothing but dust, and everyone has to fucking, you know, take care of his ass and fucking feed little spoons through his fucking mouth because of how much of a goddamn worthless fuck that he actually is. Motherfucker would rather do like a record on like how long I could stay in a fucking hangover. Never held a job growing up in my fucking life because he'd rather drink it away. Shit like that. To maintain his success. Yes. I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. Think I wear the same jacket all the time? The guy's been wearing, like, same shit. You know, just period for, like, weeks. I just wear the same jacket because it's just, it's a jacket. I at least change my shit underneath. He don't. Outside of maybe the once every now and once in a fucking blue moon shower time he fucking gets. Like, I fucking mean it. He's way more of a fucking neat than, like, modern day neats today. The original neat, the fucking boomer. When I'm extra depressed. That's just his life. Like, half the time he ain't depressed and shit. He just refuses to do anything. When he knows he can. Very well fucking can. At the very minimum, he could just get some SSDI and that's it. I'd be fine if he just had that shit, because at least then there's something, you know, being put for the fucking door. Once bitching at me about, like, oh, I left the light on maybe once, you know, a little too long, or maybe I had a door open a crack and shit, and bitching at me about the bills. It's like, who fucking pays for him, faggot? Who pays for him, bitch? Like, who's the daddy of this house, motherfucker? It's like, fuck off. I guess I'm so done with his fucking ass and shit. And the very little bare minimal fucking shit that I try to do to, like, keep the whole maintain, you know, of, like, some bare minimum fucking relationship is just literally just fucking really just bullshit. I could give a fuck about him. I don't even want him here. But he's stuck here. It's like, what, am I gonna just kick him out? Wish I could. Because it's horse shit. Frankly, most of the bullshit around this fucking house revolves around him just barely doing fuck all. Like, frankly, I'd probably actually have a little bit more sense of awareness and ability to actually give a shit around, you know, around here a little bit if I didn't have to maintain his ass on top of everyone else. He never cleans up after his shit. That fucking kitchen, dude, every time he fucking cooks shit, it is filthier than fuck. It's like, I don't want to clean up after his fuck shit. Because I do it every fucking time. It's every single motherfucking time when I have to deal with his fucking ass, so I have to basically clean up after himself. Lazy motherfucker. Now I'm out here busting my ass, fucking working a goddamn 9 to 5 grind and shit. Barely get fucking weekends off and shit. I'm lucky I have a week. I've been having a weekend for like a month now, basically, just because of them copy-pasting fucking schedule. My store director being fucking Mexico. So I've just been pretty nice and fucking lucky actually having a weekend lately. Gonna pay bills? Yeah, because that's a part of maintaining a fucking house. Like, the most he literally ever does every fucking week is just take the garbage out every fucking Wednesday. And even then, he forgets to put it out there half the time. So I end up doing that. I'm fucking sick of shit. I know he's capable. Because what's that motherfucker do when he is awake and up and around? He's going off and, you know, running around my fucking aunt and doing errands for her, or maybe, you know, dropping shit off for my mom, or doing this and that and everything else in fucking between. Got plenty of time to be driving around doing fucking errands and being a little chauffeur boy. Because it seems like you can't do fuck all for anything else now, huh? Shut up. I'm talking about my dad, because getting really fucking sick of his shit. Well, I've been sick of his shit. Be a good job for him. Won't even do that. All it would take is just cleaning out that fucking car real nice and good, you know, and just not smoking it, and boom, easy. Not that fucking hard, but because the thing is, yeah, is his back kind of fucked up? Yeah, I'll grant him that. But he's more than fucking capable of at least still take care of himself. He's still mobile. He still get around. He can still do shit to take care of his own self, but yet doesn't. And at this point, it's just like, yeah, honestly, all in all, it's like, see why I don't give a flying fuck? Because, like, if, it's like, he literally is someone who just doesn't even take care of himself, or barely, like, even showers, let alone fucking, like, change his own damn clothes. Fucking sleeps most of the time, unless he, you know, has to go out and do something. Or drinking, 1 to 2. So him sleeping is more likely just sleeping off a hangover. Do all day exactly. Well, exactly. Barely shit. Like on my days off, I have an excuse to sleep all fucking day. He doesn't. And even then I didn't sleep all fucking day. I was hoping to go to the range today. Maybe shoot off my rifle a little more. You know, be up around noon, which I was. More like around 12:30 about. But guess who's basically still been in the same fucking position, all like sloshed out, all, you know, sleeping off a hangover. The old fuck. Is he in bad health? To an extent, but nowhere near bad as enough to where he's totally incapacitated. He can't fucking take care of himself whatsoever. Like, the dude literally bitches when it comes to just like walk around because, oh, my back hurt too much. And it's like, you're the one who sits around in a fucking bed being a stiff board all damn day, barely moving. Why is your back fucking hurt so much, huh? Get mobile. Move around a little bit. Do some stretches. I've told him these things like for years now. Bare minimum do chores. At least something. I mean, fuck. It's like, cause, I mean, the only time that he actually really does something is if I blow up on him. And then goes back to normal after about a week. And it's like, I sure as shit ain't gonna, continue that stupid ass trend. Because it gets tiring. Because I already feel that now. Because, I don't, because I already know if I just do that, waking his ass up like that, sure shit ain't gonna go to range even for tomorrow, probably. So it's just like, might as well just vent it off here. Because the fuck is the use? I mean, it's like, the fuck's the point? To try to, like, hap out his ass about it. Because I've been doing it for years. Like, frankly, I mean, honestly, like, half the time, I might be doing it on stream every now and then, being like, the fuck? Never figured it out. Yeah, I mean, one of these times I'll like video call you or some shit, and you can like show me your screen. I can kind of like point to you where to go, I guess, from that. I mean, it's not super hard to fix audio shit. You just have to kind of know what to go look at. And obviously, you're not an editorial wizard. Like, well, I'm not even an editorial wizard, but I mean, you're not like an editorial wizard, so at least I know some basics. And also, I probably sound like a boomer myself a little bit. Because I'm basically just saying pull yourself by the bootstraps, basically. But honestly, there is like the reason why that has been so pounded down in the past and shit, to the point it's just like a stupid, dumbass cliche, is because there is merit to it. It's like, yeah, to a certain extent, you have to, like, pull yourself up and, like, do some shit. Like, to an extent. Like, even when it comes to, like, an advocacy into whatever fucking ideas, you gotta push. I mean, fundamentally, the way to do that is to get yourself up and, fucking push it. And actually, have the, not just, the motivation, but also at least a little bit of discipline to do it. I mean, there is at least some merit to that idea, but it gets so dumbed down to the point it's just like some stupid capitalistic trope that, of course it becomes such a fucking turnoff. But it's like, goddamn. It's like a rare case where it's like, yeah, maybe pulling yourself up by your bootstraps there, bucko, would actually do a thing or two for you, bud. It's like, fuck. And it comes from the big libertarian dork, too. Don't want to take a handout or none of that welfare shit. Only some people kind of deserve it, maybe. People like me, even though I'm not going to bother sign up for it at all. Because I'm too prideful for that. Just like capitalist intended. Well, in his mind, he pretty much already, like, well, I don't even know what the fuck, would be in his mind with that one. As far as I'm concerned, he pretty much already did that, but it's like, dude, if you're at least gonna fucking, like, bitch about wishing you could work again and fucking wish that your body was better so you could do that, then, I don't know, take care of yourself, do some shit, like, something, fucking hell. Outside of just bitching and drinking, bitch. Someone puts the effort but doesn't make money is fundamentally more valuable than someone who gets money by barely doing anything. If he pays Social Security, then he had started his check. Which I'm pretty sure he did. It's working, I mean, it's been fucking working all, pretty much most of his life outside of, like, the last, I'd say, like, fucking 5+ years. That's why I gotta get my 3-hour walks in. Alright? I mean, it's just literally small, simple shit. It's like, yeah, I guess you do some work a little bit. Yeah, he does a little chauffeuring a little bit when it comes to, like, doing errands for my aunt or my mom or anybody else. So it's like, it's not like he doesn't never do anything. But it's like, he seems to put a lot more effort into doing shit for other people, more so than himself, or just the place he fucking lives under. That's the problem. It's just like, dude, you have plenty more time than I do to take care of this fucking place a little bit, and yourself. And it's like, and I'm still able to at least find fucking time, you know, to do that type of shit. What I do before Social Security? A lot of shit, honestly. I mean, honestly, a lot, frankly. A lot of it, primarily landscaping type of stuff. Like, when he was around my age, he actually used to work for, an oil rig and shit, and it's actually where he told me about the story about when there was a spill, and he was tasked to, quote, clean it up, which was basically putting grass patches over it and calling it good. You know, so he's done shit like that before. Well, I mean, that, you know, job referring to that type of industry. He's done jobs around that. He's done various different, like, landscaping and shit primarily. And he used to work for the city of Portland when it came to, like, maintaining and the parks and shit like that. Also, private landscaping contract work as well. Worked as, like, gas station attendant before in the past. He's done a lot of different shit, to be fair. And don't give me some libertarian nonsense about government handouts. That, well, unfortunately, that's it. It's basically pretty much that, and just doesn't want to, I guess. I mean, if it ain't that, I would probably basically just assume it's because he's too prideful for it, which is stupid. It's like, wouldn't you be proud to have that, knowing that you, like, busted your hump to at least make sure that you're still guaranteed, like, a comfortable life after not working anymore? To, like, Jesus Christ, who doesn't want free money in this economy? Because he doesn't totally get it. It's like when it comes to the economy of how it works, and frankly, probably doesn't give a shit. He probably thinks, you know, people like me are the ones who bitch too much, and the ones that need to pull ourselves by the bootstraps, even though we're probably more hardworking than they ever fucking were. Because they didn't have to do, like, 3 fucking jobs and, like, you know, barely make ends meet just to hope to, like, you know, get back pay's rent dealt with, let alone that current month's rent. And, you know, groceries, which are becoming more and more unaffordable. Like, that shit's starting to become, like, more expensive than, like, my daily, like, you know, like, shit when it comes to, like, my weekly re-upping on weed and stuff. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. Do I work? On average, I'd say between, like, 33 to, like, 36 something. I mean, I'm working 5 days a week, but they're not, like, full-on 8 hours. They're, like, 7.5s or weird shit like that. Or, like, 7-hour shifts. They're a little weird. So it's not, like, a full 40, but it's at least still full-time. Do you get free food at work? I mean, we technically get discounts, but it's a little under the rug with that. But yes. Yes. I should say. For the first episode. Well, since I pretty much am gonna have time today, I'll make sure that, you know, it gets enough for today, at least. Because even if, like, miraculously my dad just, like, popped out of that door and was like, alright, let's go, and I just ended this right now and left for the range, like, it would still be kind of dark as fuck, you know, by the time we got up there. So, I'm just gonna deal with that tomorrow. I'm just gonna see if one of my friends who drives it is just free tomorrow, and I'll just fucking take him. And I don't mean sticky in that way, I think. Well, we usually get, like, I think when you first start working, it's like a 5% discount, but then after a certain time it ends up being 10, and then later after that it ends up being 15. So, honestly, you know, like 15% discount ain't that bad. I wish it was a little better, but hey, you know. it's at least a little something, something. And honestly, especially when it comes to like the sales, like let's say there's like a buy two get one free thing going on. I mean, those also count. So it's just like, it's not just like the regular sales and all that shit, but it's also the discount too. So sometimes you save a lot of fucking money if you know what you're looking for. I will admit. I mean, as much as like Safeway, at least when it comes to a lot of shit that I bitch about the place, I mean, there is legitimately some pretty decent perks to it. Honestly, when it comes to like the, at least when it comes to, some of the bennies that come along with it, that's just mainly because Unum are a part of, at least. And then with at least some of the employee discounts we get. Because honestly, like, sometimes with at least a digital coupon app, sometimes we do just straight up get free shit. Like, for the whole holiday season with, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we had, like, a free turkey and, like, a free thing of, like, instant mashed potato things and some other stuff. So it was actually pretty dope, I will admit. So I will say that, like, at least when it comes to, like, some of the perks about working there and shit, it actually ain't terrible, like, honestly, but it's mainly just like the whole like corporate structure that's so fucking shit. But to be fair, that's pretty much everywhere. Because honestly, like, I hear about like other grocery stores not necessarily being too terrible, but at least when it comes to like Walmart, Kroger, predominantly, those are the ones that are worst. And I just kind of stopped at Kroger because Safeway might as well just be fucking Kroger at this point. Yay. Ask me stupid again. Could someone just, like, do something to him? Some, really, really nice. Calls for African-American history courses to be banned from public school. This is not an appropriate or relevant thing. What? Yeah, could someone just, like, does this moron know that, like, a lot of modern music, like, rock, blues, jazz, I'm assuming a lot of music he probably likes, I would assume. I mean, hell, like, even pop and a lot of shit like that. Like, guess what it came from? A lot of African-American music and culture. Including the fucking, weird-ass, like, right-wing conservative rap that's around. At least for a more contemporary sense. What could we do to improve your work experience? Increase pay. Sorry, did you say throw a pizza party? No, I said... Oh, dude, you just reminded me, bro. Dude, so, the other day, I think it was Monday? Yeah, it was Monday, actually. Bro, I got this, like... So, I guess our government was doing some surveys or whatever. And straight up, like, it was basically some shit like that. It was just like, I mean, it was basically like, the stereotypical, like, strongly agree, or it's neutral, or, blah, 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 that type of shit. And then it's, and basically, it was like some weird-ass fucking dumb fuck questions. Well, not even really questions, but like statements like... It's just like, this company cares about the work conditions and work experience and makes sure that it is like to the best standards possible. Or that's like one of them. And I'm sitting here in my head just like, just kind of like laughing, just like, are you fucking kidding me? There was one question that just stuck to my head that was just hilarious as fuck. It basically, I'm pretty sure it was verbatim, is saying that, like, this company cares about, like, experiences and, of people and, the environment of the planet. And it was, like, strongly agree, neither agree or disagree, strongly disagree. And I'm sitting here just like, sis, when in the fuck did this company ever give a shit about the environment? Like, especially if all the plastic bags and all the random plastic bullshit that we pump out of that fucking store, on top of just like all the waste and distress and shit that's tossed, and also it's like, nope, strong disagree, nope. It's like bullshit. And then it was like, would you like to add any other notes, for personal feedback? And I write this little thing, but apparently it's like you can't have more than 500 characters, and I apparently wrote more than that and just refused to just like, like rewrite it. It just deleted all of it. And I'm just like, wow. Just wow. Go figure. Another one was like this company cares about like the experience of its employees and shit, and I'm just like, really? Seriously? Because like straight up, I mean, like that should be ridiculous. Like this idea that these fucking companies somehow give a shit and they're trying to like do these little surveys or like do these little campaigns and shit, especially to their workers, to be like, see, we give a fuck, see, we love you, we care for you, and blah 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 blah. It's just straight up fucking gross. You only need enough for 3 words. Pay us more. Well, I mean, it's not really necessarily that, but it is definitely, they should make sure that they're paying us fucking properly. Because there's somebody who's a fucking PIC who's like one of the, floor managers that handles like the customer service desk primarily and shit like that. She's still being paid a fucking starting wage. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you're one of the managers. You should technically be making more than me. Like, what the fuck? I literally was just like, you should technically be making more than me. You're a manager. You're technically a level up than me. Like, what the fuck? I just went immediately like, oh, that's some bullshit. So, it's not just me, by the way, when it comes to the whole, like, improperly getting, paid the actual wage they need to be paid for and shit. It's like, they do this to all sorts of fucking people. It's so ridiculous. And now that there's a whole Kroger merger, I can only expect this shit to just get worse. Because if Kroger just straight up doesn't even fucking pay their workers and shit a lot of times. It's like, oh yeah, you've been working, for a little bit. Oh yeah, you need those last paycheck. Oh, we didn't get it in yet. Yeah, you'll have to wait until next week. Oh yeah, you wanted that check from last week and this week? It's like, well, we haven't gotten that in yet, so you might have to wait, unfortunately. Oh, well, look at that. It's unfortunate. It looks like your, check's kind of bounced back. It's like, wow, really? So, they're just straight up just don't fucking pay people. It's like, okay. They don't even try to hide it under a guise of like, oh, well, there might be a glitch. You're at least still being paid, though. Do you think I should pay more? 1,130 for a month? Yeah. I'd say, like, 1,000 should be, like, every 2 weeks. And even then, I would make a little less than 1,000 every 2 weeks. Make more about, like, between 800 to 900. Maybe 1,000 on a good day. Or a good week. Or 2 weeks. I forget what it starts. I forget. It starts with S and ends with Y. Oh, I know what it is. Capitalism. Yep. Sounds right. Sounds about right. Also, this also reminded me of another thing that also kind of got on in my fucking gears. Let's see, do I still have it on, it was on Reddit, I need to go pop that up. On r/Portland, r/Portland. Here we go. Alright, where is it? Should be pretty recent. There it is. Yeah, it's a pretty recent article. So, saw this, which I actually forgot to like it. Portland laborers are close to a strike, which is by the Northwest Labor Press. But there's actually a comment in here that really got under my gears. I want to try to find it. Oh, here it is. This is a biased source, obviously, it's a part of laborers, which is fine. But the facts dubiously stating 1 to 5% in the COLA, pretty clear that this, which is basically the contractual, I believe, like license agreement type of thing when it comes to, like, you know, like with inflation and or at least trying to tie wages towards that, and what the company is trying to push, or the companies are trying to push versus like the fucking what the workers actually need. Pretty clear this article is peddling misinformation, which is not. Because then it, you know, not even without any actual fucking like link to the articles, just like from the order governing article, it's like in a statement to it. Which one? You care to actually link it, you fuck? Oh, guess not. In a statement Tuesday, city officials said that they proposed a new 4-year, $39 million contract, which would include a 12% wage increase for all union members by July, which half that increase, or 6%, would become from a 5% retroactive cost of living increase for maximum currently followed, and 1% retroactive pay raise, which is not peddling misinformation. You're just stating the same shit, basically, but, you know, a part of the other elements towards the wage increases and shit, which all things considered, yeah, would be about 60% when taken into the retroactive cost of living increases, which that's what the COLA is. It's like cost of living adjustment. And the maximum, which is the maximum increase, and there's pretty much like in me like 1%, which is not fucking anything. That's barely shit. I mean, the 5%, yeah, but like the 1 isn't, and like the and with the 12%, when inflation, all things included, is basically considered a pay cut. Like someone else said in here, yeah, I think right here, local 43 leaders say members aren't willing to accept a wage control that doesn't keep up with the inflation, which is at 7.1% according to the most recent available data. City's offer would amount to a pay cut compared to the real cost of living. Yeah, so it's like, But, oh, it's all a bunch of misinformation. It's like, fuck you. It's like, I see what side you're on, bitch. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, if you're buying third labor and stuff, that's fine, but, you know, you're just peddling misinformation and stuff, and, you know, go fuck yourself. Just accept, you know, the girl that you get, okay? Quit peddling misinformation, man. It's like you're the one buying into corporate bullshit and like and how like bought and owned this fucking city is and shit. Why do you think they're doing that? Because the city might as well basically be ran by a bunch of corporatists. Because they are. Dumbass. It's like, God, people are... I hate that subreddit sometimes. I love it, but I hate it. Because there's like so many different little NIMBY liberal fucks on there that just seriously unironically piss me the fuck off. Like, and I can name a few, because I know a few of them by name now at this point. Or I guess they're Reddit names, but either way. And one of them has the audacity to be like Sassyland or some shit. And I'm just like, you really own it, do you? You really own this whole smuggery. Ugh. Like, being a lib's one thing, but then there's, like, that smug, condescending liberalism and shit, and that's what really gets under my fucking gears. That's what really, honestly, pisses me off. Like, being a lib, fine, sure, whatever. But being that condescending, smug, oh, I just know better and holier than thou lib, it's like, okay, I'm about having an urge to find a brick. And certainly immediately go after, you know, a Wells Fargo bank or something. Well, damn. Kansas man killed in hunting accident after a dog steps on a rifle. Well, I guess what he thought was man's best friend was, I guess, man's worst enemy, dude. The dog don't commit murder him. Oh, dude, I mean, like, damn, dog knew what he was doing. Yeah, I think that dog knew what he was doing. Damn, bro. Dog reportedly stepped on a little rifle that was in the back seat of the truck with other hunting gear. Okay, so wait, so the guy was driving, or maybe just like parked and he was like in his truck, and the rifle's just like, was it not in a gun bag? Why was it loaded? You know what? Let the dog go. Let the dog free. Person was an idiot. By the way, Rover, I ate the rest of the beef jerky. Click Sam Rufus' paw. Give some more out by me and just nah, the human deserved that. Being a dummy. Why have a loaded rifle not in a gun bag with the safety off, too, by the way, just in the back of a truck with your dog there? Like, has anyone taught that dude basic gun safety? Like, when you're transporting a gun in, like, a gun bag or something, you don't have it loaded for fucking one. It's usually on safe, and it's, you know, in the gun bag. Ooh, what's this? This looks tasty. Ooh. Well, I do say that does look pretty good. Mm. Oh my god. Oh my god. See? They already learned to use weapons against us. It's only a matter of time before the rebellion truly takes place. I know, dude. The animals, they're slowly but surely on the rise. Aaron likes a chili dog. Well, I looked at those damn chili dogs. Oh, you did some casual Terra Inventica gameplay? Is that what you did? I'm skipping around.
Take control.
I'm gonna skip around and...
are coming to feel that we are not as behind technologically as we initially feared.
Yeah, your audio is definitely low. I mean, the mic itself is definitely picking it up, but OBS is picking up the like the computer audio way more than you. I mean, the computer, like the PC audio is actually just fine, but for some reason, yeah, OBS is picking up you way quieter. Which that means that it, like, I've had trial and error with stuff like this before, so I imagine that, you know, I think I might know what the issue may be. It's just, you know, having to go to a setting and just bumping it up. But I will have to, obviously, like, see your setup, you know, and, like, see where to look at, you know, for that. Do, like, a little video call or some shit to check it out. What? What? Mm. 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 What? You done? I guess not. What? What a goof. But for Christmas, open. Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while to download that. And I definitely don't have the Wi-Fi hotspot data to do that. Know what? All this work talk, why does Zukov get a job? All he does is lay around the house, crapping on everything and eat your food. He needs to start pulling his weight. I know, dude. For real. Luckily, today has been a good boy, but, you know, he needs to start pulling his weight. You're right. See, if you ever, you know, decide to do, like, duck hunting or pheasant hunting or something like that, I mean, shit. I mean, he can at least have a job then. Because then he'd be a little duck hunting dog. For me, sure. I mean, also, I mean, I basically just, like, probably even, like, taking my dad from, like, 20 years ago versus him now. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, pretty much, like, anything besides that. He just went, like, right back to sleep. He's just, like, knocked out. Wow, what an adorable little boy. You know, I kind of wish I knew where his leash went, honestly. Because I have his harness over here, but I've been trying to, like, look for that for a minute and have not been able to find it. It's just like, what the hell? A 1,000 subs, well, since when in the fuck did I ever say that? Yeah, because that's something I totally said before. Like, really? Here, let's see what's happening this afternoon on the 2. I think I saw a couple things popping up. Sex work, not work. Did I ever say that it wasn't? Because it is. I'm not some weird prude. As far as I'm concerned, work is work is work, and that includes sex work. So, here. Man, is YouTube just seriously, like, meme central for me right now? Because it straight up is, and it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, what is funny, but am I the only one who finds silly in it? Wait, what? When you see it, it can't be unseen. What's going on? What hurt? Oh, I see it. Okay, I see what the meme was talking about, but she looks fucking demented and disturbing. She looks pretty unsettling. Like, ugh. It's like, so it's fine if people are doing it, won't do it, but if they're stuck in a job, well, yeah. So that just kind of goes to, like, to the broader, like, you know, capitalistic, system at that point, because, I mean, it's not just, you know, various different sex work jobs that potentially, you know, people could just be stuck in and not want to be doing it. I mean, in a lot of ways, there's people that, you know, do things like OnlyFans that you do that as basically as a last resort, as a way to try to get, you know, a little extra side cash. It's not like they want to do it just out of their own free will, you know, totally in a sense, but still do it. I don't have STDs. Well, yeah, and also when it comes to, you know, sex work, I'd want it, like, totally legalized, so then there's at least, like, a regulatory process to where there is, you know, check and balances like that. Because then it minimalizes a lot of the actual, like, harms and problems that come in with, you know, a lot of, like, black market sex work and shit like that. And when she doesn't have any co-workers, but she's hiding a lower half slug body behind her desk. Like some, like, slugatar, like some minotaur, but a slug. Ugh. Yeah, I think I saw something from over here. I could check it out, maybe. If it's safe sex, it's fine. Contracts where there's no people use protection and see a doctor. Well, yeah. The safe and legalized good stuff. You want enough? Here, pull this up for a sec. Check that out later. Tea. Oh, he's having a little twitch. He's having little twitches. Oh. Goofy little thing. But, this should be those. Oops. I've got my sex worker pregnant scenarios. Well, I mean, those would be scenarios. They wouldn't be, like, actual, like, you know, pregnancies happening and shit. I mean, I would imagine. I mean, I don't know how that would work out. Don't stream. Well, I need to get some food first, honestly. I haven't eaten anything yet today. So, that would definitely need to be a little bit of a priority. And then, at least seeing about the one that we did earlier and getting that sorted out. See if I can potentially maybe bump you up a little bit or something. But if not, then we can at least, you know, kind of twiddle around and fuck around with, like, with the video call and see about, like, getting your shit bumped up. Doing a little trial and error thing. See what works. Ooh, that felt good. Ooh. What the fuck? It's like... Oh. Anyway, I had this little thing pulled up, man. Police... This is police caught taking $6,000... Oh, my God. Oh. Well, I love to see that our state-sanctioned mob is still acting like a fucking militarized mob. Wait. Okay, Bluetooth's still on.
Police in upstate New York were caught on hidden camera stealing $6,000 from a woman's closet. So in this video, I will show you that video. I will also go over, of course...
Dude, if I ever went on Temple, I literally would just be smacking him upside the head and taking that beanie off of his fucking face.
...of this story and
shoving it in his mouth.
So at the end of this video, I will discuss...
I'm gonna make him eat his beanie.
...how common this is and who the targets tend to be. So, let's start here with the clip. So this is hidden camera that was a phone activated by Shannon Carpenter. This is her money that was stolen. This is her bedroom. They are in here because her boyfriend was on parole after serving prison time for criminal possession of a weapon. The officer on the right is parole officer Doris Hernandez. Then on the left is on the left, Doris Hernandez. On the right, we don't know who this is.
Some random thumb.
Unidentified, likely because their face is not clear in the video, so there was no reason to have to identify them. But for whatever reason, he's still unidentified. And this happened on November 16th. There was a knock on...
It's likely just because the clip of them being caught, it, doesn't necessarily show his face. So they're like, we can't really identify him, even though they know who the fuck it is. They know who's working with her that day, because if they're able to identify her, then she would identify him. And obviously, she's just keeping her mouth shut, or they're just keeping that information withheld. But the cops, they do this. It's pretty normal of them.
8 a.m. Outside were 6 officers from the State Division of Parole who announced they were there to search the house. 4 officers entered, and when they made their way to the bedroom, Carpenter switched on her hidden camera. So let's watch this. A lot of what is being said here is inaudible. They are whispering clearly throughout the video, but then there is a very clear moment where the officer on the right here speaks up, and you're going to see the captions. It's very clear what he's saying, but let's watch this.
Come on, you can share the money.
We can share the money.
As long as there's enough money to go around.
As long as there's enough to go around. Yeah, we got, shake down these folks here. One of them was on parole. We got to do a little shakedown of these fellas right here now. So, once we could get a pretty decent amount out of all of them, then, we'll just share it around a little bit. Get a nice little treat for the boys back in the base. Fucking rat bastard piece of shit.
The rest of it, you can't really hear what they're saying, but I'll keep it going as I talk over it here. So they're in this room. The officer passes, he steps out at the beginning, passes his phone to the other officer there, likely writing a message, maybe about the money, and then he just says verbally, we can share the money. Now, I'm going to get to the potential fallout here, and understand this likely happens all the time, but because there is no hidden camera, who is the state going to believe? Are they going to believe the officers, or are they going to believe a random person who had their money stolen?
They're going to believe the cops, obviously, because they're just basically the sanctioned, gangs and the mafias that basically just, run the show. As long as the status quo just continues to chug as normal. Like, they don't give a flying fuck. Like, oh, someone has $6,000 stolen from them. Oh, when you're seeing cops say it, get out of here. That's basically what they're going to fucking say.
How common this is. So, first here, it's important to point out that Carpenter filed a complaint with the state police. I'll get to more details around that in a second here. But Shannon Carpenter, her reaction here, quote, "It's hard because it was right before the holidays. I dip into that when it's time for rent or something like that, and now I have nothing." Now, you may be thinking this is over $6,000.
I've heard of people stealing money from people when they pull over. Oh yeah, they do that too.
What's the big deal? In the grand scheme of things. For Carpenter, clearly it's a massive deal. $6,000 is a lot of money for the vast
I mean, that's a lot of money for, yeah.
For
like,
people.
For just like most people. That's a lot of money for me.
So this is why this story is so important to highlight, because this tends to be the target of the police. People that simply can't afford to fight back if they have anything stolen. So $6,000, is that going to even pay for the lawyer in a case like this?
No.
Unlikely. Which is why you have this constant hounding of people who are, middle to lower class, don't have a lot, and they can take, 100, 200, 1,000 at a time, and that's how a lot of these cops tend to operate. And again, I'll get to how common this is, because this is not just a random occurrence.
It's a normal thing, basically. I mean, I feel like at this rate, it's not too much else to it besides just cops being cops and hogs being hogs as per usual. Because, this is just stereotypical fucking shit. And honestly, it's basically just saying, it's like, if anyone can't afford it, maybe having like little hidden cameras, dot around your house and shit is probably a good idea, just in case, cops happen to be rummaging around your shit for whatever dumb fuck reason. Because it's just absurd. Same thing for like dash cams and shit like that too. At least, ones that are like, inside your vehicle too, in case cops are rummaging around that. Because they'll still shit there too. Because, the only time that, whenever it's like known that, about it is when one of them's too stupid and gets a little too comfortable and gets caught. And that's pretty much mainly the only time. And even then, they barely do anything to them. They might, give them a little bit of a suspension here and there, maybe a paid day, day off here, or two. Like, all in all, they don't give an iota of a fuck. It's a good old boys club, and you ain't in it. Just why bank accounts aren't. They suck, yes, but at least their money can't be stolen at once. Not yet, anyway, by the police. There's also good ways to secretly hide your stash of money, too, if need be. But, yeah. Though also, most importantly, too, would be, probably credit unions. They're definitely better than banks, so. Here. Did you see a picture? Oh, didn't I? Oh, fuck. I had it up there. I just totally spaced. You guys are pretty sensitive about making fun of Tim Pool's baldness. He actually lost it in an accident. I happen to have an image of the tragic accident right here. Where was it? Well, that would explain it all. That would definitely explain it all. I guess that also shows that his beanie is also just like melted and ingrained onto his head. Damn. Damn, bro. Well, no wonder he's also that much of an idiot. I guess that explains it too. That explains a lot, actually. His brain got cooked up a little bit internally, too. Excuse me. Is that to not face baldness? This is why someone needs to just rip that beanie off his head. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I just did... Whoa. Does YouTube have a new setting? Hold up. I just held this down, and this happened. Whoa. I have a, like, transparent, ethereal Slava Zizek just, like, floating around. Dude, what the fuck? What does this mean? What does this do? What did I do? Whoa. What is going on here? Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, this is weird. I've never seen this. Wait, so hold up. Does that mean I can, like, move this over here? No? What? Why is this a feature? If it doesn't do anything, then what in the hell? This is so weird. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just causes, like, this, I guess, to float around? What the fuck? Dude, this is so weird. I've never seen something like this. Okay. What purpose is this for? Like, seriously, like, it doesn't, what? Whoa. Does it happen for all of them? What? Whoa, it could do it for any of them. Okay. Seriously? Who are you? Okay, now we have a floating Bill Hader, I guess. It's like, alright. Yeah, what is this? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, Plankton. Yeah, that's how I feel. What is this? What was that? That was interesting. What feature does that do? What was that even supposed to do? Like, it doesn't do anything. Weird. That's okay. I've never had that happen before. So I straight up really do not know what the purpose of that feature is supposed to be. Average unsolicited D-pic. What? It's a turtle. Well, is the turtle named D? It's just a turtle. There's a resemblance. Is it what? Is there? I guess with the turtle's head, I guess? I don't know. I think it's a forcing joke. Because of the head of the turtle? I mean, I guess, but I wasn't really exactly seeing it. I think there has to be at least a little bit more, like, phallicness going on for it to work, but all I saw was just a humble turtle. Just staring off. Just like, what do you want? Did you want to execute these drug dealers wishy-washy? Oh, with Matt Walsh. A police chief in Greensburg, Pennsylvania was arrested for federal drug charges. Well, looking at this guy, yeah, this guy looks like he's jocked up on steroids. Well, a lot of cocaine for sure. Yeah, this guy definitely looks like he's oh, dude, yeah, those nostrils, yeah, he's a cocaine head. He's a cokehead. And meth? Oh my fucking god. Oh my lord. America, we have a problem. People aren't feeling engaged with their work. Oh my god, I hate these articles. I hate these fucking articles. Hey, Andrea Sue or Hugh, whatever. Andrea, go fuck yourself. How about that? It's like, no, it's people like you that have a fucking problem. Because maybe it's because people aren't feeling engaged with their work because they're not being paid enough. There. Like, actually, maybe treat your workers fairly and actually pay them properly, and, I don't know, maybe they would feel more engaged with their work. Wow, shocker. Hey, what's up, break it out? My luck rabbit. Oh, gives you good luck. No, it gives other people bad luck. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Dude, a battle rabbit. Dude, fuck yeah, dude. I shall go forth to battle on my battle rabbit as my battle rabbit mount. Ferocious little beasts. Because when you charge forth into battle, they're not just like, you know, a typical mount. They'll straight up like if those big ass teeth and shit, they'll like maul you down. Like if those like feet, like they're from what I've heard, even stronger than a kick from a horse. And will even like impale you with such a rapid, you know, velocity too at times. Pretty brutal shit. Wanna fuck with those things. They're pretty brutal. I still can't get over the fact that there's this weird feature that's there for no reason. It just does this, and that's all it does. I don't get it. Like I have been kind of fucking with this since I discovered this. I am kind of like, I don't understand this. I don't get why this is a thing where you can do this, but it doesn't do anything. Like, I'd figured maybe it would expand the screen, like if I put it there, or maybe it would like play the video as a separate thing, you know, like as a separate screen or something. I would think there would be like something to this, but there isn't. It's just there, and boop. Put it up there, boop. Put it over here, and boop. It's like, I don't get it. Like, what is the purpose of that besides just to fuck around with? Because that's just basically all I've been doing with that. I'm assuming there's probably, you know, some feature to it, but it just can't be used because I have like the dual split like screen thing going on my phone. Maybe it only works if I... Here, you know what? Let me see, actually. No, it doesn't do anything either. Seriously? It does nothing. Like, even as just one screen. Like, okay. What is the purpose of that? If you're awesome review. Oh, Lando? Oh, yeah, I know this guy. I've seen some of his shorts before.
I'm just gonna ask you a quick round of questions.
Oops.
Alright.
Ah.
And I'm just gonna ask you a quick round of questions to see if you're a good fit for the job. Alright, sounds good. Let's see. Are you okay with working long hours? I can do around 5, including lunch, before I'm pretty much worthless. Alright. Are you willing to travel up to 20% of the time? Never, no, sir. Are you willing to work weekends? No, I'm in like 3 fantasy football leagues. That wouldn't work. Why should we hire you over other candidates? Pass. Do you excel in a team environment? No, I was hoping I could do all this from home. No, sir. Can we contact your former employer as a reference? Please don't. Do you like a dynamic work environment that challenges you? No, I like things pretty much the same all the time. And what is your greatest achievement in your career up until this point? That's gonna be a hard pass. All right, sir. Do you have any questions for me? No, I'm ready to go when you are. Yeah, you're not getting the job. Thanks. I hate working.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically, yeah. Summary of everything with, you know, how I feel about that. It's true. That's pretty much how like most people feel with like jobs these days, honestly. At least internally. What? Wait, what's this? Oh, you're starting to get Jordan on your shorts too, are you? You're starting to get Jordan on your shorts now. He pulled you in with that little come here, didn't you? He pulled you in with that, didn't you? Or if that little, like, dance he does sometimes, just throws things, you know, randomly and shit. Like, he got you. He pulled you in. Like, I at first I was like, who is this guy? And then I'm just like, eh. And then eventually he kept popping up, and I'm just like, God damn it, he keeps pulling me in. Does he do to come in? Does he do to come here?
I got this just for you.
This is Harvey.
Oh.
Come here.
Yes!
They just gave him to us. And they said, good luck. I didn't know what they meant until I realized this one guy here ate half a bag of cat food. Come here. Do you know how big a bag of cat food is? Not only that, right? His name's Harvey because he only responds to the grown man named Harvey. So yeah, you know, that's fun.
No. Oh my god, I love it. Wow. That isn't me. Venom. Really? Bruh, of course that's you. Actually, well on. Look at another short of his. Oh wow, that's his most recent one. He just literally had a cat just dropped off. That was the most recent update from him.
What's a saying that kids now
Oh, I saw this earlier, actually. Hold on. This one's funny.
nowadays will never know?
So I wanted to do a project, and for this project, I needed a floppy disk, right? And I figured if anybody was gonna have floppy disks, it'd be Best Buy. So I go to Best Buy and I ask one of the workers, I said, excuse me, do you guys have any floppy disks? The worker goes, oh yeah, without hesitation, and walks me over to the earphones. Come here. I said, those are earphones. I need floppy disks. Then he's like, oh my bad, and then he walks me over to the cell phones. I said, these are cell phones. I need a floppy disk. Then he calls his manager over. The manager's like, what do you need? I said, I need a floppy disk. And he looks on his phone and he goes, are you talking about these things? Come here. He showed me a picture of a croissant. I said, why would I... A floppy disk isn't food. I said, how old are you guys? I said, oh, we're all 20. I'm officially old, I guess, because no one knows what that is.
I know what a floppy disk is. I actually have a whole shitload of them in my house still. Like, I know what they are. I know exactly what they are, exactly what they look like. Oh, floppy disk. All you zoomies don't understand things that people like 3 years older than you know. Because I'm pretty sure, like, George is also, like 22 or 23 or something like that. So it's just like, damn. And I'm 25 and I know what they are. So it's like they're basically, it's a point where there's a cutoff or like... Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. They're going to be starting to teach that in textbooks. Yes, during the 1990s and the early 2000s period, there were things called floppy disks. It's like, oh god! No! My early childhood was using those fucking bastards. Oh god, now I really am starting to feel old. I'm not even. I'm only a quarter century old. That's not even that old. It would be if it was like 1648 or something like that, but I'm not living in 1648. What's a floppy World Warcraft 1? Hey, so you know what they are. Oh, of course you know what they are. You're 29, your brother turns 30. Shut up, old man, you're just jealous of my youth. Well, I actually can't say that because I got, like, I mean, my brother's like 16 years my senior, so... I mean, he's kind of, you know, up there in age a little bit. So there, honestly, when it comes to the, you know, like my peer group of youth, I mean, there really isn't much to be jealous about. There really isn't. I remember when games came before discs. Oh, yeah. Stop making me nostalgic for times that were very tedious and annoying, but yet at the same time we still weirdly, fondly enjoy. Oh, little goof. Yeah. Why am I yawning? That should be very unnecessary concurrently. It's like in the middle of the damn afternoon. Well, I guess evening at this point because it's like winter. Might as well just be like dark out at this rate. Oh my god, I keep getting fucking random little things here and there about like Biden sending off like more fucking like tanks and shit over to Ukraine. It's like, good fucking lord. And with all the random shit going on concurrently, it's like, you think there'd probably be better things to do than just like, you know, send all sorts of random fucking war machines off to different fucking theaters of war and shit. Same tank suit. Well, you want to know what's funny? America basically sent tanks over there to one-up the fact that Germany sent some over there. Like, Germany and Poland sent some of their Leopard tanks, and then America's like, we're gonna send some of our tanks over there, huh? Like, we're literally are having a fucking weird, like, capitalistic competition with our allies and shit on who's sending more shit over there. It's like, that's just what the fuck is going on at this point. It's like we're having, like, a little competition who's sending more weapons and guns and tanks and shit, you know, to Ukraine at this rate. It's like an auction. It's like, who's going to be the highest bidder sending more shit? Only instead of, like, you know, making a bid, the bid is you're sending it there, and whoever happens to send more shit is going to be, like, the biggest badder investor and the closest buddy, you know, to Ukraine when all said and done. I mean, it's all geopolitics bullshit. I mean, because honestly, at this point, there isn't even really much of a need for Ukraine to be having, you know, the tanks at this point. Like, they've been making a lot of major counteroffenses and have essentially pushed Russia back in a lot of different fronts. I mean, pretty significantly. I mean, there's not really that much of a need besides just, you know, having a little extra big toys, you know, to show off. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, it seems like they're able to kind of handle things pretty well on their own now at this point. Seen the second hours here a while back. It's been a while. Doja Cat spent 5 hours in the makeup chair as she dons head to toe red body paint. 3,000 for the Pirelli show. Jesus. The entertainment industry is just expensive Satanism. Expensive Satanism. I mean, I honestly don't even get what the actual fuck she's trying to, like, wear. But I will say, the fact that she literally spent 5 fucking hours doing this and setting that up is impressive in itself. But, I mean, like, goddamn, dude. Might want to see the resemblance. A little bit. I don't think that's what she was trying to look like, obviously, but I did see a little bit of a resemblance. Minus all the crazy crystals and shit. And honestly, like, I didn't really notice, like, where the crystals really were up until I actually zoomed in. And she literally has them, like, dotted all over her. And on that, like, skirt thing that she had. Or, I think, yeah. So I just don't get what she's trying to look like. I guess, well, I guess for the Pirelli show, so whatever the fuck that is, I guess. Like, I guess it's for that, so I don't know. Wait, Sneeko, is this like the... Sneeko? Oh my god, it is. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my, I didn't even realize that was up until I just saw the last little bit of it. Wow. Goddamn. Not really. Honestly, why am I surprised? Though, I guess in a weird way, I broken clock right twice a day because, I mean, you know, yeah, it does look a little like some just weird-ass expensive Satanism going on, but whatever. I mean, to me, to me, it's just like, okay. I mean, I feel like she needs to have, like, some extra shit going on with her head. I don't know, like some crazy spikes or, you know, something. You know, I feel like there just needed to be a little something else going on there, you know, just a little bit, but that's just me. But, you know, whatever. I'm more impressed with the whole setup process and everything about it more so than the result of it. Still looks cool, I guess. I mean, that's whatever. Honestly, the fashion industry has put out some fucking weird ass shit before, and honestly, that's very tame in comparison. Like, in comparison to what the fashion industry has, like, put out when it comes to, like, people doing some weird, quirky, you know, outfits and stuff, I mean, that is legit pretty tame. I know it was, oh, I already saw that link. I thought that was another one. Damn. Video has some likes. And it's only been up for a couple hours, so at least, you know, some people that are watching, you know, that watch Terror Inventica probably found your video and, you know, watched it and liked it. As long as you can get the audio issues for your voice as fixed up, I mean, it should be fine. And over time, you'll eventually get a little bit more acclimated to, you know, speaking and shit like that. Can you hang out? There's a cute guy here and I want you to meet. No, it's my cat's birthday. What? Aww. Aww. That's wholesome. Boost our audio. Well, you want to, like, you know, do some of these test runs before you actually record. So I'd say that, you know, like, have, like, you know, like a minute or two recording just, or like a 30-second recording just to kind of test things out, just to make sure things are good before actually doing one. Like, I mean, it's kind of the whole, you know, like, I forgot the exact name of it, but it's like, you know, it's like testing your hot mics, basically. And just making sure things are right, you know, and, you know, all tuned in correctly and shit. I'm just gonna say that cat with that little birthday cap on does not look happy to have that cap on. Oh, turn off the mute. Yeah, it's, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, when it comes to like doing some speaking and you're talking to someone while playing a game that's like some background shit, you want to turn, you know, either audio minimal or at the very least turn the music off for sure. Because obviously I don't want to be able to hear any of that, so I want to know like if I need to be loud or quiet in comparison to that type of shit, you know, so. Ah! What the fuck? Oh, I just clicked. Go away. Yeah. The fuck? Boo. I like how YouTube will do that every now and then, just fucking just pop out of nowhere. Oh, what is this? North Korean hackers are behind the theft of $100 million worth of digital assets of crypto. Honestly, let them have it. Let them have the $100 million of crypto. I mean, if it fucks over the crypto kitties, then I'm okay with it, honestly. Because as far as I'm concerned, that seems, you know, it seems like their problem, not mine, you know, so. It's like, I thought it was supposed to be like the new way of, like, you know, making money and becoming like a cool profit billionaire, bro. And, you know, going on that grind set, bruh. It's like, yeah, the grind set is you know, like, endlessly, you know, trying to claw your way out of a fucking endless debt. That's your grind set, bitch. You know, so have fun with that. You know, I didn't make our own podcast. Well, yeah, I mean, don't make it like, you know, you're not being like annoyed. I mean, don't make it think it's like, you know, some big deal or some shit. In the sense of like that it's annoying or whatever. It's just, I mean, a lot of it, you know, still need to work out the technical shit first. Don't get too out of yourself. Get a little sick off treat. Hey, Bubba. Oh. Did a rough cut up, so I know, but again, we still need to work out other technical stuff to make sure it gets more balanced and more proficient, at least when it comes to the audio part of things. I mean, it's not just, you know, like pressing a record button, talking to a mic, and getting it out there. I mean, there's a little bit more complexity to it than that. A little bit. I mean, you know, and at least when it comes to, like, I also just kind of realized, I mean, for react to, like, videos and stuff, I didn't want to necessarily be able to have a ability to check it out unless you linked me it. But then I would have to basically watch it on my own, like, on my own while you're watching it, too. Figure out the audio. Well, when I get food here in a little bit, get this little bowl smoked up, and then come back, I can, you know, figure it out for you a little bit. And see what we can do with that. Little goober. I'm trying to think where his fucking leash would be, honestly. Because I remember seeing it around here not that long ago. So I brought it in here from the car, then I had it in here somewhere. So, oh, you know, my friend Harlow was messing around with bullshit the last few days, so maybe somehow he fickle-fuckled to fit. Boo. Oh, right-wing towards 6 days, so this is a right-wing game. Dude, there's like a lot of people, a lot of right-wingers that think a lot of their shit affirms their stupid biases. I mean, they think, you know, a lot of weird-ass Nazis think They Live by John Carpenter is about dudes. Even though it's not. It literally isn't. To the point even John Carpenter is like openly said, fuck you, you piece of shit, this is literally not what it's about, you utter scum. And it's like had to openly say what it was about. Because some people are just that fucking dumb. It was. It is. That's what it is predominantly about and shit. So it's like, I mean, it's not John Carpenter's fault that a bunch of weird ass right wingers, you know, fucking think that's what it is. So, I mean, if that's, what, they're going to think, that's what they're going to think. But, it just kind of shows that, at least when it comes to, like, a lot of the far right, or just, like, just kind of people in general broadly, but especially, like, conservatives, like, they pretty much think that, like, any tiny little thing that might affirm their shit, they think that entire, media is that. It's like, yep, affirms our stuff because family values or this or that, or, being a, good citizen or whatever the fuck. Hello, boo boo. Oh, look at your little face. Just a little puppy face. Yeah. As soon as I can find a leash, get you on a little walk. But, anyway. I get myself some food and all that fun shit. Then, I'll come back a little later, of course. But, at least, in between everything, do a couple of errands. Audio fixtures and all that other shit. So, anyway, I'll be back around for the next one later tonight. So,